And now Maru, there's too much to list. I think if Dojin wasn't here, he'd be the Mokujin of the Nationals. And here we go. Coffee Prince donning the Leroy once again, and Maru with the Zafina.
All right, and one of the options there is the Zafina pick, hoping to fight off the Leroy with movement. Again, Zafina's movement, one of the strongest in the game, if not the strongest in terms of backdashing. So that's gonna play well into the aggression, the aggressive monster that is Leroy.
hmm So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is the losers finals. Maru starting things out with those simple pokes. Coffee Prince has to change up his strategy and go on the aggressive. He did play very calculated with Steve Fox, but right now he's got to go very aggressive.
hmm And for this case, though, Maru, you may have seen him do a lot of wall standing twos, wall standing one twos, but it's not gonna work against Coffee Prince. What a commit duck! That's something I would do, but then Coffee Prince will still take it.
hmm Coffee Prince just showing that he doesn't skip a beat when he changes characters when it's Leroy. Marching band? No, he just gets out of that hermit stance. Oh, tries to go for the parry, but Maru was the wise to go for that low.
And for Maru's case, though, this is going to be trouble for him because whenever he goes for the stance, similar to AOP, Copy Prince can still catch him with down forward one. That's how much of a hitbox that down forward one has. No proper punish on that while standing two, though.
And Coffee Prince just testing. The defensive Maru finds a low parry in the process, fighting dragons to push towards the wall.
All right, catches him out of the air again, but he misses the last part of the combo. Ooh, he was fishing for that wall standing 1-2 again, Podge.
Oh, the movement from Zafina, able to catch Coffee Prince out there in the open. And now just practicing patience, he just stared at him while he was lying down. Hell Sweep is coming out, 5 seconds left, kid. It's coming down to the wire. Wait a minute, 2 seconds left. One more would do it, and Maru steals that one.
That was insane. Maru was basically spelling death for his own because he went for that really long rage drive and there was barely any enough time left. But Copy Prince did not have any initiative and blocked that low, which was really good for Maru.
I just love how these matches have been going down to the wire. They're really exploiting all the mechanics of Tekken. If they're in the life lead, they don't want to hang themselves out too high to dry. And now Maru with rage, one more would do it. Coffee Prince stomps on him, 2-1.
He answers back with his very own low right now. Copy Prince with the momentum, up 2 rounds already against Maru.
Maru collects a huge chunk of damage here. The wall, excellent launch to splat him right back. Gilgamesh smash, wow, nice parry. Blocks the power crush, moves out of the situation, but Maru keeping Coffee Prince back against the wall and secures that round.
Everyone has been going for lows to finish the rounds off, and I'm pretty surprised that not a single low parry has been performed here in this game.
And now the cane has been spent. Coffee Prince is now trying to find his way back into this bout, while Maru collecting a lot of damage.
Pushes Coffee Prince to that wall though, is outside of range, no proper punish on that one. Maru tried to go for the parry, but the twin pistons from Coffee Prince will connect. Maru is put in range, dangerous spot to be in right now.
Ooh, one more poke will do it, but no, he gets the side splat! Wow, Maru stole that round! Oh my goodness!
Somebody call the cops because that was a robbery. The side splat, out of all the opportunities to get a side splat, and it had to be wherein he would take the entire game. Maru up 1 game.
Big yikes there on that last scramble. Coffee Prince not feeling too good about that, but I'm sure he's going to shake off those cobwebs and get himself back in that game. It's really coming down to the wire with these matches, kid. Like, you could say that in group stages, there were some matches that were very dominant towards one player, but right now it's really just inches.
hmm And I don't want to say it was luck. I would want to say that was all calculated by Maru. Everyone here, they do not depend on luck at this point. The amount of skill that you have, it's all skill, no luck right here. And my goodness, I wonder. It leads me to wonder what does Copy Prince have to adjust in order to able to come back from that. He might want to go for the character switch, but it would also be very bad for him because again,
Hmm.
this is Zafina. Zafina is weird, Potch. She's weird.
Her, she's a very funky and weird character. Her movement's great, but in terms of how he was able to deal with it, I think that character switching might not be an option as of yet. If you could see that it really went down to the wire. So, what do you think? Will he stick out with the Leroy for now and just maybe save the Steve Fox when push comes to shove?
I'd like to think that he would stick with the Leroy because
Mm-hmm.
Steve is so flawed. He doesn't have
Mm.
that many tools to catch Zafina in
Mm-hmm.
her stances and
Right.
maybe answer back a few pokes. It's this Most of that game has been a poke fest, and
Mm-hmm.
undoubtedly Leroy has better pokes than Steve. So let's see though. Let's see.
For sure. So, Copy Prince not skipping a beat, still being able to use the Leroy in high level against Maru. And now we're going to go to his home court, Arctic Snowfall. Bring your jackets, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a cold stage in this one. And Maru still with the Zafina, 1-0 against Coffee Prince. Tournament life is on the line.
And mind you, this doesn't only benefit Coffee Prince, this also benefits Maru with his backdashing and
Yes.
all. It could lead
Mhm.
to disaster for Coffee Prince.
Excellent observation there because Maru could literally run away with a round.
Alright, let's see how things are gonna go. Poke Fest coming in for both of these guys. Maru fishing for that wall standing 1-2.
And now backing away slowly. Down one. Wow, big low there from Maru. Still collects a lot of damage despite there not being that much walls. And you can actually see the movement put on display by Maru.
Alright, good block, a good duck on that down 3-2. Maru with a wall standing 2 goes for that back 1 as well. Switches the position. Coffee Prince is put in range.
30 seconds left on the clock. Nice fighting dragons. Finds its mark. Puts Maru in the. Both of them are actually in red. Coffee Prince able to block it. Goes for that low pinch there. And now 20 seconds left. Oh, wow. Rising dragons to finish it off for Coffee Prince.
That was so good. Maru had whipped something so crucial in that first round. And I forgot to mention, that was still first round. It almost felt like the final one.
That is true. It's getting really intense up in here in Arctic Snowfall. Wow, catches him on a float, and Coffee Prince gonna convert it.
Alright, now he has the life lead. Maru is put at half health. What's gonna happen right here? He's trying to maintain his spacing right now, but it seems like he can't open Coffee Prince up with the amount of defense that he has. This might
Wow.
be the buff that he needed.
Ooh. I was gonna say that was 2 for 2, catching floating Maru, but nice cursed claw lance flush. Coffee Prince out of range. Nice, picks him up, and my goodness, 2-0. This is really home court advantage for Coffee Prince.
Exactly, and right now though, Maru having a lot of trouble to open him up. What can he do is the question he's asking himself right now. Coffee Prince is up 2 rounds. Maru looking a bit shaky, so it doesn't look like it's the same Maru that we've seen in the past few games.
Yeah, Coffee Prince is instilling the fear of God into Maru. Gets the cane out of the way, and Maru finds a huge launch in that process. And this is kind of home court advantage, but you know what? The backdash of Zafina can play a big factor. Gets another launch and closes out the round with yet another cursed claw.
That was really good for him. That should be the momentum that he needs to put on his side right now. You can see Maru has been abusing these while standing 1-2s and while standing 2s simply because there's so much like weird properties behind them that not a normal second character rather could punish.
Yeah, that is true, and that plays the character of Zafina. How many cursed claws have we seen? Coffee Prince now in the red. Excellent way to close out the distance and put Coffee Prince with a pinch of health, and Maru ties things up 2 rounds apiece. We're at the final round, kid.
Very good stuff. Maru slowly but surely coming back from this one. This is potential. This is the final round, and potentially Maru could take this. But so far, Coffee Prince, he wants this one. Maru should not be able to get the momentum, or else he will tear him down.
Now Coffee Prince getting a significant launch. The timing of him just interrupting Maru trying to come in. He was able to snuff him out and convert to a combo. And now Maru is blinking red. Coffee Prince with a huge life lead, but do not sleep on Maru. One more poke will do it for Coffee Prince.
Alright, he tried to go for the ballsy hop kick, but instead Coffee Prince, with his patience, his newfound patience,
One apiece.
takes it. It's one apiece right now. Potch, this is the Nationals for Tekken 7.
Kid, we have ourselves a game. Both these players want to scratch and claw their way to punch in a ticket to the grand finals with Dojin. So they're really just pulling out all the stops. Now the option is in Maru's side. Will he go for the character select, or will he just change the stage?
Yeah, I believe Maru should go for. You know what? This is Maru. You know what? Never mind. Our analysis might be thrown out the window, thrown out this virtual box that we're in. Hi, Potch, how you doing?
Yeah, doing great.
Yeah, but really though, this is Maru we're talking about. He might go for the Kazumi switch. It did work out.
It did. It did. We'll see. It's really hard at this point to predict, especially with Maru, because he does have a plethora of characters under his belt. He has been hanging in there with a Leroy. Maybe he just wants to take it to a walled stage and try to duplicate the lightning that striked before with that sidewall situation and how he ended that first match. And maybe he just wants to confine Leroy into the controlled aggression in a smaller stage. Because, again, Arctic Snowfall is Coffee Prince's playground, and he has seen a lot of success there with players like AK.
Yeah, in any case, whatever decision Maru makes, he should not allow Coffee Prince to have that infinite stage, or else he will have a more difficult time. And infinite stage we are. Maru chooses the infinite Azure.
Look at us
Surprisingly enough.
Look at us talking up a storm, and then Maru just changes the script. You know what? I'm gonna take it back to an infinite stage, but let's take out the snow. Let's go infinite Azure. I want to see everything. Not nighttime. This is daytime.
Might be too cold for my taste, says Maru.
Exactly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Maru is still with the Zafina, as we predicted, but we did not see him choosing an infinite stage.
Alright, so this should be still an advantage for Coffee Prince, but again, as Zafina, this should also benefit her so well.
No, yes, Coffee Prince does have to play some catch up here in terms of life. Excellent use of the Power Crush there to snuff out that option. And Maru able to convert it. One more Curse Claw for good measure and puts Coffee Prince in rage.
Oh, there it is. Dashes into that wall standing 1-2. That move has been working out so well for Maru. And the reason why he abuses that, because it has weird properties. You can't just punish that like how you punish any other character.
Exactly. Really going to the well a lot of times. Nice Tremor Punches follow-up to gain a significant life lead against Maru. 15 seconds already burnt, and Coffee Prince trying to look for a home for that down 1+2.
Exactly, and right now though, he's maintaining spacing. What a string. Coffee Prince continued, rather pressed the button on that second hit, not thinking Maru would continue the string. And there it is again. This is the secret Maru tech. Dashes into the wall standing 1-2.
Holy moly, are we going to see another one? Are we going to see a hat trick? No, Coffee Prince denying it, spending the cane early on, and Maru realizing that, just getting that option. He gets a buff in this stage, it's crazy.
Yeah, imagine backdashing that much with the heels, dude. That is a difficult task. It's so hard.
Not that I have experience with that, but it looks really hard. I'm just agreeing, because that looks really hard to do, ladies and gentlemen. Maru in a slight life discrepancy, but that is going to change real quick. Follows it up once again with another Cursed Claw. Maru 2-0 in terms of rounds.
Very good punish for Coffee Prince. Tremor Punches yet again put Maru at rage, but no proper follow-up on that get-up low kick.
Maru still dictating the pace. Nice, able to just snipe out the rage drive, and Coffee Prince back in the game.
Maru though, it's still potential final round. Coffee Prince has so much to work with. Gets that orbital heal. Is he gonna go for the full damage? Yes, he will.
Excellent. Biting Dragon there, but wow, excellent option there from Maru. Coffee Prince really pushing the pace of this bout, really trying to find the tempo of Maru and make him pay for it. Woo!
And there it is, Coffee Prince taking it to a final round. Very impressive performance, and with every single game that he's been in, so good.
And now Coffee Prince now dictating the pace of this round. Excellent stuff. Maru has to choose his approach carefully. Falling Fist finds its mark, and look, once again, Coffee Prince finding a home for that jab to float out Maru.
What a block on that Hell Sweep, and Maru will continue on to that combo, but it's still a lot to work with. He does have rage though, so there's a bit of extra damage into the dash in the Maru tech while standing 1-2. This should be the finishing blow. The rage art should finish this.
I'm holding my breath, but if it is, it's going to spell doom for Coffee Prince because it's going to take things 2-1, and it does. Coffee Prince now in a very tough spot here, kid.
That was too good. Again, Maru with the patient. Both of these players had showed amazing displays of patience, but Maru just came out on top on that one. But the development for Coffee Prince is something that we just can't ignore.
These rounds, I have to say, they're all going down to like the final round. They're always reaching 2-2, and it's just a back and forth battle. They're honestly very evenly matched. Maru is at the height of his power, and Coffee Prince, duplicating his miracle run. He is for real, ladies and gentlemen. Coffee Prince has transcended his previous status as the gatekeeper, and now he's taking the bout to all these top players.
And really though, Maru, it was a bit shaky on that game one. Let's both admit that, right? And he adjusted so well in that last round, but it was almost the end for him. Now the big question here is Coffee Prince actually gonna go for comfort this time? Is Steve a possibility now?
Ooh, actually, that is a good question you bring up because in terms of the matchup, I mean it's really close, right? But will he now try to prioritize Steve Fox and go down on his sword, or just try to bet everything on the character that has brought him so much success, or have another crack at the Leroy matchup? Kid, look into your crystal ball. What do you think?
My crystal ball says it's gonna stick with the infinite stage. I believe that's gonna happen. And also, one thing to note, we have not seen a single food charge from Maru. That's how serious he was.
That is a very good observation, actually, kid. That means he's purely business now. And I have a feeling Coffee Prince is in his head. Maru's not playing the way he usually does. He's not playing with that much swagger and confidence in approaching his opponents. And Coffee Prince is really making him second guess all of his approaches and how he chooses to approach this matchup.
And yeah, both players are struggling to go at it with each other, despite the fact that Maru is up 2 rounds, right? It's such a high hill to climb. It's so difficult to actually get in an easy game off of this, and Coffee Prince again showing the hell up with such an amazing performance thus far. Now again, it might be a possibility, it might just be a slight possibility that he'll go for the Steve and go out with a bang and take it to a final game. But if he does manage to take it to a final game, Maru has the wonderful option to switch the character. He might go for the Kazumi, he might go for the Ganryu, he might go for things we don't expect. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Season 2 of Tekken, and it's such amazing stuff that we've seen so far.
Botch, Spice, and Kid giving you the Tekken action, and just basically just enjoying this with you guys. And now we're going to see who we're going to go with. We are going to the Mishima Dojo. Kid,
Ooh.
Coffee Prince wants to enclose the situation and not let Maru have room to move around.
Exactly. And even though it benefited Coffee Prince, he was thinking about himself. He wasn't really thinking about Maru a lot. So now, here we are at the Mishima Dojo. This is an honest stage. Hopefully, this will work out for Coffee Prince, or else Maru's gonna take it everything.
Zafina looking into her crystal ball. Let's see how fate will turn out for Maru. Excellent parry to start things out. And now Coffee Prince and Maru are about even in terms of health.
Here we go. We haven't seen a lot of back 1+2s from 1+2 from Maru. Again, Coffee Prince, he has a lot of if you've noticed, Coffee Prince has been catching a lot of people off guard with these float combos, but the parry come in from Maru, lower than half health though.
Maru eating that damage to just deal more damage. Coffee Prince, excellent block. Oh wow, catches him moving? He doesn't. Excellent punish there, gets him on the wall. Coffee Prince on the board.
Yeah, he thought he'd press another button when he got to the Hermit stance, but there it is again, ladies and gentlemen. Maru with the wall standing 1-2.
Oh wow, he saw that coming from a mile away, and look at that, Coffee Prince, excellent parry there, getting himself out of the wall situation, and Maru trying to mark his target, trying to find a way to approach, because Coffee Prince has been stuffing any attempts of offense from Maru.
And there it is. Punish from Coffee Prince. Maru yet again. We need stats on how many of those while standing 2s have been hit, ladies and gentlemen, because Maru has been on a streak.
Tight game so far. Coffee Prince trying to find a home for that coffin breaker punch, the back 1+2 of Leroy, but still to no avail. Maru still the very elusive character that he's using, Zafina. The movement is being put on display. Nice block on the earwig pincer, and Coffee Prince trying to find his openings and measure his mark.
Alright, you can see Maru backdashing away, but Coffee Prince is gonna get punished by that. The tremor punches whiffs. Maru gets up properly. Carries to the other side of the stage, but no wall guaranteed.
And now Maru just patiently waiting for his mark to just get up. And now it goes for the chain punches, down 1+2. A nice escape from Coffee Prince. The defense is still letting up. Maru in a little bit of the life lead, but there's the cane that comes out, and it finds its target. Coffee Prince, 2-1.
This is probably the first cane hit that we've seen in this entire set.
Exactly.
So good. Coffee Prince, again, he's been very persistent about that.
And now Coffee Prince trying to still run away with this. He needs to score this next round, or the coming rounds, for him to extend his tournament life, while Maru still just got poked just a little bit, and Coffee Prince with a life discrepancy.
Alright, now here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Maru has the life lead right now, but the round lead goes to Coffee Prince. No proper punish on that low.
And now the Hermit stances coming out. Oh wow, watch out! The Power Crush finds a launch, and Maru finds the wall curse. Claw could close that one out. 2-2 for this match.
Yikes, this is potential final round for Maru. Coffee Prince has to make adjustments right now. He's poking it out while standing 1-2. All you can get is a 12-frame punish, but Coffee Prince is so patient. Maru's gonna be in big trouble.
Yup. Big opening salvo from Coffee Prince to dominate the first 15 seconds of that round, of this round, and Maru has to play his cards right if he wants to send Coffee Prince early on home.
Alright, so what's it gonna be? Goes for the ballsy down forward 2, but Coffee Prince displays his patience yet again and takes it to a game 5.
Kid, it's 2-2. It's really going down the wire with all these matches, and Coffee Prince changing the script here, going for a closed stage. He wants to do this battle in an enclosed, honest stage, which was the Mishima Dojo. Just when we thought we had all the answers, Coffee Prince changes the question. Wow, you know, at this point, it's really hard to do analysis, so we're just gonna not paint ourselves into a corner here, ladies and gentlemen. So I have to ask, Kid, Zafina, are we still gonna see Zafina in this last bout?
You know, since we're talking about Maru now, it's much more safe to predict that it's probably not gonna be he's probably not gonna be sticking to Zafina. He's struggling with against Leroy as Zafina, so he might go for other characters such as Kazumi. He might go for the Ganryu. Hell, he might go for the Anapin. Anything but Zafina, I believe that's gonna happen.
Okay, just so we have all bases covered, I'll play devil's advocate. I'm gonna say he's gonna pick the Zafina, and he's gonna go for an infinite stage since
Ooh.
he wants to try to beat Coffee at his own game in terms of the movement department and really being able to exploit Tina's just excellent backdash and side, just her movement in general. But I do see your point there in terms of him changing the script because he's already got Coffee downloaded in terms of what Coffee is gonna do in the Zafina matchup. But what if he changes the character? Then Coffee's gonna have to just restart his brain and just try to approach a matchup in a different way.
Exactly, and I think it's more likely. I think it's more likely that a character switch is gonna happen. But let's talk about your prediction though. So Zafina pick gonna stay, but
Mhm.
the infinite stage will be picked. It
Mhm.
does benefit both of these players a lot, right? Especially in the case for Zafina with the backdash. There's gonna be a lot to work with, and since we're at the losers finals right now, I think a lot of timer scams are gonna happen because these guys do not want to make a single mistake, and not taking any risks means consuming a lot of time. So do you think that's gonna happen, Clutch? What do you think?
Yeah, I really think patience is going to be a key in this matchup, especially with a lot riding on the next few rounds. Their tournament lives are on the line, and they don't want to just throw everything and not really be accurate with what they're throwing out there. So I have a feeling there will be some timer scams, especially if it is an infinite stage.
And
And there we
infinite
go.
stage it is. Posh, you called it this time. You're the one with the crystal ball.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, it's we called it, kid. We called it.
We
Don't worry.
called
We,
it,
we
all
had
right.
to have all bases covered, especially in season 2 of the Nationals, where anything could be possible.
Any prediction that turns out to be correct is very valuable to us.
Yes, indeed. So here we go. Infinite Azure 1. We're going to see it's at the Zafina versus the Leroy.
Yeah, now here we go. The infinite stage is gonna work out wonders for both of these guys. Now, Poke coming in strong. 10 seconds have been spent.
And now Coffee Prince, nice, excellent punishment there from Maru's block. And now Coffee Prince trying to chase the action, but he doesn't have to because Maru is the one in the life deficit.
Yeah, but right now though, Maru is gonna be a bit struggling on this one. He's left outside of rage this time, but I don't think that matters because he does have access to it right now. He's one hit away. Coffee Prince is backdashing. Now this is the factor of no walls. He's backdashing away. He's letting Maru approach him. But the fact that you approach him means you put yourself at risk that you're not blocking, and that's exactly that. Coffee Prince with one round.
Coffee Prince in the lead, making a statement here, showing that you want to pick an infinite stage against me. I'm the king of infinite stages. I'm the prince of no walls. So here we go. Coffee Prince taking the fight to Maru. I bet the how this is gonna play out is the patience is gonna play out in terms of gaining the life lead, and after that, just running away with it.
Good block on that low. Perfect punish as well. Coffee Prince follows it up. Maru is going to lose a considerable amount of health this time. Coffee Prince is comfortable with this amount of health that Maru has because he does not have rage, meaning there's no extra damage.
Maru has to be the one to do the chasing. He's got to push the action if he wants to stay alive. About to be 15 seconds on the clock. Nice block on the Earwig Pincer. Maru has rage. The comeback factor is with him, and another launch finds its mark, and Maru plays his card right. Go for some Oki. I can't even tell who has the life lead. Less than 2 seconds left. Who's gonna make it? Oh, wow, Maru with another time scam.
Oh, there it is. We were talking about that earlier, Potch. The time scams always most likely happen here. And at a moment of desperation, Coffee Prince was forced to make a decision, same as what happened to Dojin. Right now, what's gonna happen? Is there gonna be another time scam? Poking game strong for both of these guys again. Down 3-2, one of the strongest tools for Coffee Prince. But the launch gonna come in for Maru.
Yep, Maru has been predicting those well and punished it accordingly, and now Coffee Prince has to be the one to chase down Maru in this stage. 30 seconds left, but Maru is the one actually duking it out in front of him. He doesn't want to overextend or else Coffee Prince will punish him. And now Coffee Prince in the red does have access to rage, failed to launch him with a Mantis stance, but he gets a parry.
Right, spends that rage drive though. Will not handle any chip damage because there are no walls. Goes for that Scorpion stance, but Copy Prince will block that one out. 7 seconds left. Potch, there's so many time left, but an eternity for Maru.
What do we
What's gonna
got?
happen?
Oh my
Forced to make
God.
another decision while standing to Maru at set point.
The last Emperor is almost on his last legs here. How is he going to come back from this one now? Maru has been pulling off the time scams and really making the clock work in his favor. Now Coffee Prince has to really bring the fight to Maru and control the pace. Maru with some lows of his own to really get the life lead.
All right, exactly. Now these guys, you can really tell that they do not want to make a single mistake because anything, just one combo from Leroy or Zafina could cost you your entire health right now. And the 30 seconds have been spent. Look at this.
Yeah, it's just really intensity and hype personified in this matchup. Excellent movement from Coffee Prince. Nice block on the stop sign. Hermit stances coming out. Earwig Pincer. About to be 15 seconds left on the clock. Coffee Prince was able to block and punish that. And now Maru putting Coffee Prince in the red. One more poke will do it for Maru, but Coffee Prince with the orbital! Oh my gosh, 7 seconds left. Double Luigi, kid.
The final round, Potch. I tried my best not to scream around here, and that was insane. Who would have thought that the thought process would be to go for a orbital heal?
And now Coffee Prince not with much resources to work with. Maru slowly decimating him, but another orbital heal. That clutch move has paid Coffee Prince so much.
Alright, but Coffee Prince does not have the life lead right now though. It's not in favor of himself this time around. He needs that optimal defense in order to beat Maru, but it's still a hill to climb. Orbital heal attempted once again, and there it is. One more hit can do it. Try to go for the Scorpion stance. There's so much pressure onto Coffee Prince. One wrong guess could take it all.
Watch out! One more thing would do it! Oh, the orbital gets blocked, and oh wow, Maru takes it! The boyhood dream is moving to the grand finals! Oh my gosh! Maru making a statement there. Again, when it comes down to the wire, it seems like Maru thrives with the final seconds of each round.
Champion.